Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Hey there, Tim here, and with it being Australia Day this week, I thought I would make sure I was wearing my green and my gold for this week's video. What I thought I would do, since I'm not in Australia, obviously, is to compare some of the things that are similar but different between the UK and Australia. I really do miss some of the foods that we have in Australia, and in the UK they have things that are kind of similar. I found Milo in the supermarket the other day. Now this is not Australian Milo, this is probably a little bit crunchier than Australian Milo, and it's imported from Switzerland, so obviously they still don't make Milo in this country, they still have to import it. Obviously one of my favourites, Tim Tams. Now these are Australian Tim Tams, but I just want to I'll get one of these out for a moment, because I'll show you something. I'm going to show you something with this Tim Tam. This is a penguin. Now I'm from Penguin, we've talked about these in Penguin, but these are a British biscuit. I want to open this up because this is a penguin. This is a Tim Tam. They're almost identical. Almost. Penguins are slightly longer than Tim Tam. They're almost identical to look at. Let me just say, there is clearly a difference in flavour.
Now, if I put them side by side like this, you can probably just see that the Tim Tam has more chocolate in the biscuit than the Penguin does. And I think that makes all the difference. It's the biscuit that is different.
So you can see the difference there slightly between the Penguin and the Tim Tam. I think it's a biscuit though. Tim Tams do have golden syrup in them too, so maybe that's what it is.
Just in, the Prime Minister of Australia, Mr. Tony Abbott, has had a meeting today with his cabinet. He has also had a conversation with his table and is struggling to win an argument with his bookcase. That is all.
I've also noticed that crisps in the UK, obviously they have couple of different flavours, like ox and beef and prawn cocktail as a chip flavour. But the colours don't match. So I'm going to show you some pictures here. So we've got obviously salt and vinegar.
Pink in Australia and green over here. Pink over here, of course, is prawn cocktail, and green at home is chicken. Chicken over here is orange, which is the same colour as barbecue in Australia. Barbecue over here is just black. Then we have cheese and onion, which is yellow in Australia, and blue over here, which is the same colour as the original salted flavour in Australia, but ready salted over here is red.
I couldn't work out why they called it ready salted until someone introduced me to these. Have a look, it's unsalted chips that you salt yourself, so that's why they're called ready salted. Makes sense now. Well, that kind of wraps that up. I have a whole nother conversation about the artificial sweeteners in sugary drinks, because Diet Sprite has artificial sweetener, but normal Sprite has artificial sweetener. Could we just not have two different drinks? If you want to ask a question or leave a comment, please do so down below, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, it's Toodle Pip and Ta-ra!